Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here come the Bears, and at the helm is someone that they have a lot of hopes for leading this franchise. The 11th pick in 2021 out of Ohio State, Justin Fields. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Here's Fields. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, heal up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they had earlier this year?
It's a gain of 34. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys, that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
On second down, Montgomery. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. From the gun, here's Fields. And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed. Unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Now for the first time, we get to see this Philadelphia offense led out by their dual-threat quarterback now in his 3rd season, Jalen Hurts.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. This offense, Charles, well, we've talked about how well they played all season, sitting now at 13-0 and a finish line for a perfect regular season. That's in sight. Some of the media this week were pointing back to the 07 Patriots. Of course, remember, they finished the regular season unbeaten, but they were tested multiple times in that final month plus.
Yeah, with something like 4 of their last 6 wins were one-possession games, and they played like a team that was trying to protect something instead of chasing something. And that's what happens when you have an undefeated record. So it behooves you as a team, get a couple blowouts in there so you get a chance to relax and breathe. But that's much easier said than done.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Hurts throw here, take it in as he's able to find Goddard. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Another run here with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. You see David Montgomery heading back out to begin the drive.
And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lot. But barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Fields.
To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the 2nd quarter. It's the Bears in possession. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The final 4 weeks of the NFL season are upon us, and we got some intriguing matchups in prime time. Tonight, Patriots and Raiders. That's in Vegas. Josh McDaniels taking on his former employer there. And then Monday Night Football, the Rams and Packers from what should be a frosty Lambeau Field at 8:15 Eastern Time, 7:15 locally there in Green Bay. From the 24, Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're...
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And the Bears will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. He'll begin by dropping it off to Montgomery. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 36, Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and What you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. A play fake, now Fields to throw. That's complete right side to Kmet. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And again back to Kmet. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be second down. To play first half, it's 14-0. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6. Now it's Fields. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard, but more importantly, it leads to 4th down. Now Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Santos' kick is up and through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen, go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
To try again after the sack. Hurts. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. 30. 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tiny 2-play drive that time. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The Bears going to get one more possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On first down, Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again on second down. Fields. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Fields on third down. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Eagles offense and A.J. Brown headed back out there. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Second down, back to Sanders. Room here to run. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And a long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The Bears offense making their way out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the NFC. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Fields. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. Here comes the Bears punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. $35 yards that time on the punt, and the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the 38, Hurts over the middle to Smith. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
Going for it with Sanders. Oh, he's got a little full daylight. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So not only do they convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
On 2nd and 7, Hurts. He's got Smith here. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. 3rd and 7 now. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Okay, ready?
They'll try and run for it. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. They'll run with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Elliott on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The Chicago offense set to get started. But we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays. at Soldier Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 2nd and 1, Fields. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now Fields. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Fields. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. A shotgun snap, Fields. Got a man open. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. So that's about as fortuitous of a bounce as you're going to find as it's scooped up and taken in for the touchdown.
And I love how you use the word fortuitous there, because as that popped up, he just happened to be in the right place, grabbed it, and found his way into the end zone.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be fielded inside the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Now a first down throw, Fields. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack. Fields now to throw. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Fields. And his throw's going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Fields. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. Rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Hurts throw taken in by Watkins here. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the Bears will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other.
He's got a man, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. There's Mooney with another catch. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. And one last throw here for Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery.